Welcome back, frenemies. All right, welcome to the 757 local podcast here. It's almost draft day. Tomorrow's draft day for our local league.
Believe it.
So today, we are mock drafting. We're giving up all of our secrets. We're going to tell you what you need to do, and if you do this correctly, you will win your league, sort of. So you think we're giving you all the information. But no, we're going to do honest, how many rounds we're going into this commission?
So we're going to go 6 rounds into this, and then we'll kind of just stop it there. But we just thought it would be fun to do kind of the Todd McShay, Mel Kiper type of thing, go through and pick who we think you should take at each position. So.
According to Daniel, I don't have the hairline to be Mel Kiper, but I'm...
just to give you the lowdown here, it'll be... Chris will be drafting for 4 teams. I'll be drafting for 4 teams. He'll be drafting for 4 teams. Chris's 4 teams are, he's going to draft for Ryan, for Mike, for Phil, and for Daniel.
Turtle.
Ryan is going to be drafting for me, for Andy, for Joe, and for Leroyce. And then I will be drafting for Chris, Tim, David, and Morgan.
That's a sexy 4 guys right there.
Yeah, I got a good list.
I think my men are more sexy.
I don't know. Here's David Kalana. Have you seen that man lately? Okay.
Sure, he'll appreciate that.
All right, so we're getting into the draft here. The first pick in our league, because of the keeper situation and everything, surprise, surprise, it's me, the defending champ. Over there, the 10th pick. We added 2 new guys into the league this year, or 1 new guy and 1 returner. So that's where there's a 12-man. We put those guys at the end. So usually I would be at the back end of the draft, and everyone's got a first-round keeper except for me. Thank you, Todd Gurley. All right, so let's get this rolling, Sean.
All right, so at the top of the draft here, who Chris is looking at is Tyreek Hill, Damian Williams, Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Leonard Fournette, so on and so forth. To me, this is an easy pick for you, Chris.
What is it?
I think that there's a huge tier jump between all these players, and Tyreek Hill is in a tier of his own because he is somebody who can easily finish as the wide receiver 1, as he did last season.
Right.
And he will win you weeks. So I would select Tyreek Hill as your first pick. So I will select Tyreek Hill as your first pick.
Oh, next on the clock, we got Leroyce. Ryan, who are you helping Leroyce come back for? It's a Des Bryant on the board.
Oh, man. Picking Antonio Brown is such a Leroyce move. He would totally pick Antonio Brown.
Are you picking him?
I'm picking Antonio Brown for Leroyce.
All right, so Antonio Brown it is.
That's an easy pick.
He likes the Raiders.
Easy pick there.
He was always an Amari Cooper guy. Leroyce.
Yep, makes sense. So then that would move us on to the last pick of the first round, the 12th pick, and we gave you your brother so that you see, figuring you might know him well enough, right?
Yeah, so
don't give away any of his secrets unless you'd like to, and then I will definitely jot it down.
If I knew his secrets, I would tell you.
He's kept them secret.
Yeah, so he's pretty receiver heavy right now. It's either between Damian Williams or Leonard Fournette, in my opinion. I don't know if you would go that high for a receiver for a quick flex here, because he's got 2 pretty good receiving options.
Yeah, I would say he's definitely better off going a running back here, since he's got those 2 wide receivers locked up.
And I would go... This might be a little bit of a surprise here. I would go Leonard Fournette. Okay. I would skip Damian Williams, go down to Leonard Fournette. I just think he's a forgotten guy right now, and Damian Williams has a lot of competition to getting the ball, especially with the... Derwin Thompson, I believe that's the guy's name, the rookie, who might be taking some snaps. So I would take Leonard Fournette. Not the sexiest pick, but you need a running back.
It depends on, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's true. So we come right back around.
Yep. So you got a second pick here because Mike's on that turn, so he's going to get to go twice, first and second picks in his round there. So
all right, you got Keenan Allen. You got Damian Williams, Mike Evans. Do you go best available here? Do you go the Damian Williams route just because he's up there, or do you reach down further for another running back? I would go with Damian.
This is where the struggle comes in because we really don't want to give away these secrets.
Yes, there's guys on there. I don't want to really say anything.
Guys, we know that we're on a whole nother level than you, having done this podcast for the last.
So right now, I'm looking at for you, Mike. You have to go double running backs before you come all the way back to you. I think Damian Williams or Chris Carson. I would go Damian Williams because he has, for being the half-point PPR league that we're in, he's going to get more play out of the three-down back than what Chris Carson probably does. He'll get rushing attempts, but Damian Williams gives you a better option. All right, Phil. Ooh.
Phil is on the clock.
Philly. All right. What would I pick here for you? You already got a top tier running back. I would go Mike Evans. To me, it's a no-brainer. Get yourself
That's
a
what I was
legit
going to
wide
select for you,
receiver.
Chris, even though it wasn't your
Yeah, I
turn.
know, right? I wish that would come right back around for me. But Mike Evans for Phil, I think you got Diggs, but now you got a true wide receiver one in Mike Evans.
Yep.
That's a good team. Goodness.
So, yeah, Phil, you're looking at Alvin Kamara, Mike Evans, and Stephon Diggs set up for your... You still have a third-round pick, too, so...
Who am I? Am I picking for Ryan, too, right? No, who's that? This one, next one.
I'm picking for Ryan, so I am on the clock here. No, I'm sorry. You are picking for Ryan.
The actual Ryan? This is so confusing.
You're picking... Yeah, I know.
For those of you who have already lost track like me,
All right.
and I'm doing it, we're not picking for our own team.
Ryan, you're picking for Andy right now. You're on Andy's
All
squad.
right, got it. Thank you. All right.
Chris has got it down. That's
Michael
why he's
Thomas.
the host of the show.
I'm
Thank
so
you,
lost
Chris.
on that.
Yeah. All right, so Andy, you have Michael Thomas. I know you because you. I know you, bro. So I'm gonna just do it here.
What are you doing?
This is what Andy
George Kittle.
George Kittle.
He likes his tight ends. I agree.
Ooh, man. All right. Now, who's got Morgan here?
All right, so that would be me on the clock now. So Morgan's looking at, he's got Zach Ertz in the third, and then he's already selected first was Odell Beckham in first overall, which I know he's kind of upset about. But you know what? He's Odell Beckham, so you'll be all right.
Captain Morgan.
So Captain Morgan, he could go either way here, running back or a wide receiver, I
Who's
think.
he keeping?
He's keeping Odell Beckham and Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz.
And so I'm for him, I really think that he needs to get a running back because it's going to dry up quick.
I agree.
And as much as I don't want to tell everyone this, I'm sure a lot of you already know, but I really like Kerryon Johnson this year, and I think that he has the ability to be an RB1 this year. So for Morgan, I would select Kerryon Johnson.
Carry on my way.
So now if you select that person,
That was good.
Morgan,
Pound
he's
it.
amazing. if Kerryon's amazing, then I get all the credit.
All right, so we're back at Andy because we're in the third round now. Zach Ertz was a keeper there, so
Ryan
now
is on the clock.
we got some
Michael
open
Thomas
slots.
and George Kittle.
Yeah. So he
So I
doesn't have a
guess-
running back yet.
So I guess a running back would be in order.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh.
So on the
He said,
board, he's
"Jeez,
looking
oh."
at for running backs available. The top of the list is Chris Carson,
Can't trust that guy.
Aaron Jones, Devontae Freeman, and Josh Jacobs. Those are the top four.
Gotta go with big Aaron Jones, I guess.
Aaron Jones.
So Aaron Jones, go ahead and take. Yeah, he took Aaron Jones. There.
All right, Turtle, I got you, buddy. All right, so what I am picking here for the Turtle, all right?
I like turtles.
I like turtles. What I'm picking here for you, man, I'm going Keenan Allen. All right, he is just a PPR stud,
Okay.
and I
like
think
that pick.
Got the two top receivers, and you still got a decent running back. I feel Keenan Allen's a steal there in the third round.
Alrighty. So that puts Phil on the clock, which
Phil.
means Chris gets to do the back-to-back here.
Phil, you need another running back here. There's quite a few There's going to be a run. I see a run starting to happen.
I know. I'm not excited about it, seeing as my pick comes in a few,
Yep.
and I'm going to lose out on him.
I think Chris Carson is who I'm really high on. I showed Phil a draft, or Sean a draft that I did here recently, and I picked Carson. I don't know how much in the passing game would be.
You showed
there,
the world.
but yeah, put it online. But they run the ball the most in Seattle. Chris Carson is a great value pick there for you.
Yep.
So-
I agree. I think he's going to be good
Yep.
this year.
Now,
He can stay healthy. He's a violent runner.
now who's picking for Sean?
All right. So for me, I believe is Ryan.
Ryan,
So
who you picking for the commish?
who you got me picking, Ryan?
Lead him astray.
I have Julio and I have Dalvin Cook already selected for me.
Wait, where's Dalvin Cook? Oh, wait, here you go. Julio, Dalvin Cook.
Yep.
Got you. All right.
So
who
you
am I
could go
gonna-
either way, or you could screw me with a tight end this early in the draft.
Oh, dude, I'm going to cook you up.
He's going to hook me up. All right.
Are you able to click for him, or does?
Who would you like me to select for you?
Amari Cooper.
Ooh, whoa!
Amari Cooper. All right.
Amari Cooper.
So I'll have 2 wide receivers all set up for myself. And Amari Cooper has been selected.
All right, David.
David is on the clock.
I get the feeling you didn't like that very much.
I don't know. I thought he didn't really
So
like that at all.
I'm afraid of Amari Cooper this year.
Really?
Yeah,
it was
he's
just a
already got a
flash
little
in the
bit of an injury he's dealing with. That he's supposed to be back week 1. They're not supposed to be any issues, but I'm a little scared that that's going to linger through the season.
Looks up Amari Cooper in Roto World.
And I've never been huge on the Amari Cooper train. I feel like he's had his time, and he would have been a wide receiver 1 if he was going to be. So that's kind of my stance.
He
on
needed
it.
that cowboy juice.
And that cowboy juice.
Thanks to Roto World, though, we now know that he's set for week 1.
Yep.
So we got
All right, so for David on the clock now, David's got Zeke, so he's got to think about the fact that he may not have an RB1 for week 1. And then he's got Devontae Adams. He's locked up there. So if I'm David, I'm probably going to pick a running back in this first pick.
Who you going?
And I would go upside because if Zeke doesn't come back, then you're going to be without that first round pick all year or whatever period of time he sits out. And so Josh Jacobs is who I would select at this spot. I think
knew
that
you were
he's a
going there.
short of workload there with the Raiders. And he's a rookie in the first round. He's just got so much job security that if you want a can't miss pick here, I think that's really where you got to go. Is Josh Jacobs.
Wait a second. I think you picked Sony Michel for yourself instead of Amari Cooper.
You're right. I got it.
All right. So next up, we got Ryan. He's already double running back, so he would grab the top receiver. The top guys have already.
Yeah, so Ryan's already selected Le'Veon Bell and James Conner in the first round, which last year would have been 2 Steelers, but this year it's not, so he's in luck.
I would go for my man Ryan here. It's going a little further down the receiver thing, but you're looking at the flip here. He's got to go Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks. Okay.
Brandon Cooks from the Rams.
It's not too bad of a pick. I mean, if you got that Rams offense,
I always end up with him
you always end up with him.
every year.
Yeah, I know.
Who's got the
he was
doctor?
your boy for a long time there. All right, so Dr. James. I've got Dr.
Doctor's in
James.
the house.
So, all right, let me see. Who you want here, Tim?
Yes, tell us what you want.
Tell us, even though you're not in this room with
Saquon
us.
and Travis Barkley.
Yeah, he's got...
I like picking not like who he should pick, but who he would pick.
Gives away less of our secrets that way.
There you go.
I think that you need a wide receiver here because the wide receiver pool
I
is
feel like he always makes a splash play in the 3rd round.
He does. He
Tim.
does. But he's
Yeah.
already taken his tight end in the 2nd round, so that would be where
So
I
that's
would
a
guess
splash
the
play.
splash would come. So I'm just going to go safe for you, Tim, and I think the wide receiver ones are going to all be gone if you don't take one here. So Robert Woods is who I'm picking for Tim.
Robert Woods, 2 Rams back to back.
Yep, 2 wide receivers from the Rams.
Good offense there. Now we've got Joe. I got Joe for you, bud. I am going to go with the talk of fantasy all off season, Chris Godwin.
All right. He's definitely been the sleeper pick.
That,
A lot of people
sleeper
like.
pick. I think he's a great value there. You still have Julian Edelman sitting there, but you already have 2 great running backs. So right now we got a fall of running backs, but you don't need any more unless you pick for value. Go for the upside of Chris Godwin.
All righty. So it's Chris Godwin's off the board now, which means I am on the board for Chris's team. I already
mentor.
picked Tariq Cohen.
Tyreek Hill.
And then, wow, I can't even say
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill has been selected first. That's what I meant to say. And then Todd Gurley was kept in the 2nd. He's got Patrick Mahomes in the 4th. So you're really balanced here, and you could actually go with any of those, either wide receiver or a running back. I think that at this point in the draft, Devonta Freeman is just a steal. I know you guys have heard
Thinking
my,
the same way.
You guys have heard
That's the same way I'm thinking.
You've heard my take on him that I think he's just gotten a bad rep because of the injuries. But if the man plays this full year, I don't think there's any way he's not a top 12 running back.
Right.
So getting him in this 3rd round, I think, is going to be just like a steal for you, Chris. So
I'll take him.
there goes.
So we flip back
Devonta
around.
Freeman.
We go to Not Lewis, my bad. Leroyce. His name's like
His
in
last
Lewis
name.
land. You
His
know,
last-
but
his
yeah,
last
Lewis.
name's
Mr. Lewis. Leroy's pick here in the 4th round.
Receivers and a
Running back there.
back.
So Ryan's on the clock with Leroyce's pick.
Let's go, Ryan. Who we got?
Wow.
You could go running back, sure up his running back 2 spot. You could start looking at tight ends.
Yeah, we're going with Derrick Henry.
All right, Derrick Henry. I could actually see him selecting Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
That seems like a pick that he would do.
Yeah, big man's got to stay together.
Yeah, big man's got to. All right, and then that means Chris is back on the board again.
With Joe, who I got 2 running backs and 1 wide receiver. Again, we're almost passing up on good running backs here. I don't want to take Cooper Kupp, guys who are pulled up there. Let's see. I'll go Julian Edelman.
Good
Julian
call.
Edelman.
PPR guy.
Yeah, that's a good. I like that.
Yes.
Without
I think-
Gronk,
Yep, he'll have some big games without Gronk there. So
rest in peace.
rest in peace.
He's still alive. All right, the doctor's pick.
But his soul is dead.
All right, so Tim's on the board. I took Robert Woods last round for him. He's probably going to need a running back with this next pick, and a lot of them have fallen, so I'd say you're in luck here.
Yes.
Unlike
I think-
Andrew Luck. Too soon.
So he's got a pretty safe pick in Saquon, I would say, as a running back. So I think he can take a little more risk here.
You going with the rookie?
So I'm going to go with the rookie, I think. I think that David Montgomery has crazy upside in that Bears offense. They love him over there. They can't stop talking about him. So in the 4th round, it seems kind of high, but those rookie running backs have been paying off, so I'm taking David Montgomery.
Nice.
Alrighty. Now Ryan's team is on the board, which means Chris is picking for Ryan.
Trying to think like Ryan, or do I just go for
Think
it?
like Ryan.
Think like Ryan.
Think
All right.
like Ryan. What would Ryan do?
What would
Melvin
Ryan-
Gordon.
I would take him. I think he would go. He needs another receiver. I like the running backs that are sitting there, but he would go Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay. All right. Kenny Galladay off the board.
Off the board there to him. So then we got
Means David's on the clock, which is my pick. Right now he's got Zeke, and I shored up his running back core with Josh Jacobs and then Devontae Adams as his wide receiver 1. So I still look at Zeke as almost like not on the roster if I'm David, thinking I still could get another running back to help me get through this.
I agree with you.
Or if you do like the wide receivers there are some great options.
I think there's a reach. I think you go with the running back you're thinking about.
I don't know if he's a reach, but he's at the top of this list for running backs. And to me, the fact that Sony Michel is
I think
fallen,
the wide receiver at this spot would be a reach, but yes,
Yeah.
I agree with the running back choice here.
So I'm going to say Sony Michel for you. He's looked real good in preseason coming off his injury. There was a little fear there about that, but I mean, he was a beast in the playoffs.
No,
last
Why
That's a
do we
great
like
pick.
Sony Michel all of a sudden?
You're not a fan of Sony Michel?
Just Patriots running backs. Are we in favor all of a sudden?
I think in this case, when they took him in the 1st round and the fact that he got that crazy workload in the playoffs last year gives you confidence that it's not going to be the same old Belichick where I have 6 running backs rotate in there. He's going to be, I think, the majority guy.
Yep. So now we got the commish, which Ryan is picking for. Ryan, who do you pick here? We got. Looks like a running back would be in position for him.
Yep, I got 2 wide receivers and a running back right now.
Yo, Dalvin, Amari. Okay, so.
I double dog dare you to pick Melvin Gordon.
Oh, you would hate me for this, bro.
Oh man,
It's just whatever you think would help my team.
whatever you think.
Shoot. See, at this point, I'm really tempted to go for highest value.
I mean, it's not a bad strategy.
No,
Once
this
you,
is a total Ryan pick, dude. I'm just telling you. I'm just gonna like preface that right now. This is a Ryan pick, but I would pick T.Y. Hilton here.
T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah,
I don't hate that.
yeah.
I think that he is definitely lost some value.
He
with
committed his season to his friend.
I
his
know.
dead
His-
friend Andrew
Yeah.
Luck.
Dead?
Yeah,
No, he's
we-
not dead. Don't.
elephant
push
in the
that.
room. We didn't address the fact that Andrew Luck is retired.
That's on our
which
next
is,
podcast.
which is crazy. But that obviously hurts his value, and he's in the 4th round, so I think his value is fine here. So I would agree with that. That's not a bad pick.
Thank you.
You've been vindicated.
The next we're going to Daniel. Daniel, I know you would want Mark Ingram, but I am giving you Marlon Mack.
Oh, just throw his laundry out there. Nice.
Yes.
Now I know he likes Mark.
Because well, he's a Raven fan. He goes Homer
yeah,
pick.
no.
But with the absence of Andrew Luck, he's going to get more touches. Will his touchdown total will be a little bit hurt since they know that they just got to pack the box and their number 1 red zone weapon? Who knows? But Marlon Mack will get the touches. I am selecting that guy
So
for
2
you.
Colts in a row there.
Yeah.
They didn't slip too far in our draft.
All right. Do I draft for Ryan?
All right,
Dude,
so
I'm
Ryan's
drafting you
on.
a darn good team.
Ryan's on the clock now for Andy.
All right.
Andy?
So Andy.
Oh, my bad. That's what I keep thinking.
I like Andy's team and your team, Sean. A lot.
It's amazing. You've drafted both of those teams.
I
It's
know.
amazing that you love both of
I
them.
know. It's crazy.
I'm still blown away.
Like if I had
George
either
Kittle
one of
pick.
these tomorrow, I would be like ecstatic.
You'd
All right,
be feeling it.
so you have Andy has Michael Thomas, George Kittle, Aaron Jones, Ron.
Wrong.
Hey, wrong.
Who you feeling, Ryan?
Come on, Ryan.
Son of a gun, dude.
Today,
Today, Junior.
plays.
I wonder if I have that drop in here
you?
somewhere. I thought I had gone in here and done that, but I guess not.
Okay, so he already has
He's a wide receiver, running back.
Everybody at every position.
That's what I think of how long you're taking, Ryan. A fart.
It's poopy.
Wow, there's some fun people down here.
Fun people. This is appropriate.
All right, come on, Ryan.
On next week's podcast, Ryan makes the 4th round choice.
I would pick Jarvis Landry.
All right, Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis
Not too
Landry is
bad.
off the board.
Captain Morgan, what's up?
All right, so this is my pick for you, Morgan. You're super balanced right now. You got a tight end, a running back, and a wide receiver, so you could go anywhere here. And I actually really like where Cooper Kupp has fallen. So let's get that last Rams wide receiver taken
Coming
up.
off that ACL injury, you trust
I'm a little scared of that. The word out of camp is this is just,
Well, Morgan does like drafting injuries.
it's true. And actually, if we're going off of what he would do,
That's what, yeah.
I think he was on his team last year, and I think he really did like Cooper Kupp. So I just think it's a perfect little place for him to take Cooper Kupp here.
Yeah.
All right, so that would mean that
In the 5th round.
Andy is back on.
Well, no, it's you
Oh
still.
no, I'm sorry. That's right. I got to pick twice. I'm not used to this turn thing. I'm not a fan, Morgan. I don't envy you at all with having to pick twice in a row. That's no fun. All right, so since you've done that, I would definitely go running back this time, and Mark Ingram is
Yeah,
a good
good pick.
here, I think, because he's gonna. It's looking like now. This is a little bit of a risk, I would say. You never know what the Ravens are going to do with their running backs. They did this to us last year when everybody thought that Alex Collins was going to be the next RB1, and he was not. They moved on from him. So I'm a little scared of that happening, but they paid Mark Ingram. So I think they're really going to use him a lot. So Mark Ingram for Morgan. And now Andy is on the clock.
Andy, Ryan, who do you got for
Ryan.
Andy?
All right, so he has Michael Thomas, George Kittle, Ron Jones, and Jarvis Landry. So
Pick him. Pick him.
2 wide receivers, tight end, and running back. You really need a running back.
Who's the running back going to be?
Who's the running back gonna be? It would be Tevin Coleman.
No, this is
Ooh,
Tevin Coleman. All
Tevin
right.
Coleman.
Yeah, I like that.
Pretty high on him there. For Daniel, you're the guy who's gonna change the pattern here. You're going Deshaun Watson in the 5th round. Taking
Wow,
yourself
all
the
right.
second best quarterback.
Taking
in
that
the
quarterback,
draft.
trying to get a positional advantage there, I see.
Since Mahomes is already gone, he's going for Watson.
All right, so Phil's on the clock, which means you're up again, Chris.
Ooh, Phil.
Fillard.
Philmeister. Da, 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 da,
He's even
da.
right now, or he's balanced right now with 2 running backs.
Can
2
Phil's
wide
music be
receivers.
Darth Vader music?
Yes,
Dun,
that
dun.
would be great.
I don't have that.
Dun, 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 dun,
I think it's
Sorry.
too. I don't think he's going to follow the run on. What do you have? You
No, I have no drops. Go on.
I think Miles Sanders. He's going to follow his mentor's lead and look at
draft them
rookie running backs.
Rookie running backs.
So Miles Sanders out of Philly, and he hopes he gets that load.
All right.
He gets the number 1 back.
Alrighty, that puts
Philly town.
me on the clock, my team in actual real life. So Ryan is on the clock in our mock here. Who you got for me, Ryan?
Who you got?
I'm feeling like I need a running back. It's looking
Look
real
at you
sad
telling
there. Dalvin
him.
Cook's all by
Who
himself.
told you?
I like how you just telling him who he's got to go
I
to.
told you you could influence this. Julio Jones, Dalvin Cook, Amari Cooper, T.Y. I think you need another wide receiver.
Let's go make a bench player before the starting running RB2.
How about you draft Andrew Luck for me?
Yes, go Lucky.
Is O.J. Howard any good? He's good. I remember. He's good. Let's get him.
He came to that conclusion quickly.
OJ Howard over
right,
on RB2.
OJ Howard has been selected for me. This is not going to happen tomorrow. Just a heads up. I'm not taking OJ Howard in the 5th round.
American football tight end.
All right, so we got David. Who you got, David?
All right, so I'm David, and David's. I think he needs a wide receiver now because we've loaded him up with those 3 running backs. Good news for him. We've had a couple of them fall. I would take an AJ Green at this point in the draft. I would think about it. The issue is you
foot.
already have Ezekiel.
The bunions.
Yeah, the foot's a problem, and he's going to be out the first few weeks.
Bunyan man.
So you already have Zeke on the bench for who knows how long.
You need points.
You're going to need somebody who can contribute right away. So I'm actually going to go to his backup, Tyler Boyd, and I think that he is going to get you off to a hot start. So Tyler Boyd for David.
Awesome possum. Now I got Ryan. He's already got 2 backs, 2 receivers. Thinking like Ryan.
It's a dark place to be. But
He's
You're
going.
already not thinking like me, bro.
He's going Aaron freaking Rodgers.
this man likes his quarterbacks.
He's gonna go that way. I wouldn't pick him, but Ryan would.
Jeez, you don't know me, bro. You know, if it was me, I'd probably pick Josh Gordon here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, guess what?
Because I always pick Josh Gordon. Like every year, I'm like, he's back.
All right, so Tim's on the board, and he needs a wide receiver, and guess who I'm selecting? Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon.
I think that's a great pick there.
Great upside on him.
Exactly. He could end up with a wide receiver 1 here all the way down in the 5th round. So I think that Josh Gordon is the man to get for Tim James.
Tim James got it.
Josh Gordon. He would never pick Josh Gordon, though. I can guarantee that.
All right, so I got Joe here. This is really tough. Go with, no idea where Melvin Gordon is. That's why nobody's touching him right now. AJ Green, who knows when he comes back? I think he's going to drop more. I would suspect for him to drop almost to double digits. So I would take Phillip Lindsay.
Phillip Lindsay.
There's some upside there on Phillip Lindsay there. So between this and who might come around in the 6th, you can choose between your flex.
All right, and that means that Chris is on the clock.
Ooh, who am I going to pick? Who am I
going to pick for you, Chris?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
All right, so
I'm completely trusting you.
you still need a wide receiver too. And don't necessarily need to get one because I think there's a lot of wide receiver depth this year. So let's take a look at the running backs. You're looking at either Melvin Gordon, who's just sitting there with that red out and scaring the crap out of us.
Everybody's scared
James
of him.
White, Austin Eckler, Duke Johnson. I'm not liking that list, so I am going to take a wide receiver for you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to take your boy. I think AJ Green this is the spot for him.
Okay.
I think he could launch into that. If he comes back in week 3 or 4, you're looking at Tyreek Hill and AJ Green as your wide receivers. That's a pretty banging
Wow, do
duo.
something on the sound thing.
On the sound thing. Boom.
Yeah.
Mind
that was
blown on how
good.
amazing my pick
My
was.
mind has been blown by the pick of Sean.
All right, and that means that Mr. Leroyce is on the clock.
Lewisland.
So Ryan, who are you thinking on Leroyce here? He's balanced as well. Has 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs.
So far, a great start from almost all the teams here. We got a few
I know
tight
we're
ends
so
off the
smart.
board. If you follow our advice, you might get a ring.
You think we're kidding? We're not.
For the next, after
Okay, so
at
we're-
7 to 15, you have to
right.
pay a subscription.
Royce. Where's the Royce?
Royce is all the way at the end there. He's going to be the 11th team picking.
Antonio, Juju, Nick, Derek.
Yep, those people.
The
First
guy-
name
the one that
basis
says
only.
on the clock.
The one that says
Antonio,
on the clock. That is
Juju,
correct.
Nick, Derek. So he is set at RB. He's set at wide receiver. You, sir, need a risky pick.
Risky business.
A risky pick. Okay. Well, who's this going to be, Ryan?
It's Melvin Gordon.
Man, they're not. They're dug in. You know what? I'm gonna pick a risky pick for you. I'm gonna pick Baker.
Baker Mayfield. All right.
Yeah.
Baker.
Because I think he's just gonna be like Andrew Luck this year. I'm sorry. Like I really think he's gonna be the gunslinger.
he's definitely ranked by a lot of people high. I don't think he's going to be that top 5 quarterback this year.
I
That's
think he
my
will
opinion.
absolutely.
So
Like,
that can be
hands
a bet
down,
we can have towards each
No
other here.
question. 0%
This is a
chance
Ryan
I'm not
Meckus
correct.
locked pick.
Yeah.
So
All right, so Mike is going to hate me for this pick. Man, I'm looking at a bunch of Chargers right now. Let's just talk that since he's got back-to-back. Do I pick a Mike
Williams
Williams?
and Melvin Gordon are sitting there, yeah.
Sitting there, but you know what I would go with? Not those two. I'm going to pick Austin Eckler.
He's bad, dude.
He's bad, dude. That's his
Austin
opinion.
Eckler.
Look,
And
listen,
then-
man. This may be the one thing I know.
He's been selected. Cannot be undone.
Bro, he's bad.
And then I would go with Hunter Henry.
Oh, you
at the
the
beginning
two-
of the sixth.
Wow,
Yeah, that's a
two of
good-
the Chargers I didn't mention going off
Yes,
board here.
I like
think-
Hunter.
I think Hunter Henry just stay healthy, and he's a touchdown machine because Gates is in retirement mode right now.
Yep.
So Mike, I'm sorry, but I just had to go with those picks.
Saying he's not going to like that.
Nope.
All right, so his team is complete. We'll review the teams at the end here. And now we're looking at Leroyce back on the clock, which means Ryan has got the pick.
He's looking up at Roto World.
That's not Roto World. That's Girl World.
So
honey, I'll
he took
call you
Baker
after
Mayfield
this.
last time.
So Michael Thomas, George Kittle.
Nope. Wrong end.
one.
Wait, where are we? Oh,
Antonio Brown. Yeah,
Juju
there you go.
Smith-Schuster, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Baker Mayfield.
Jeopardy him.
Antonio, Juju, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Baker Mayfield. You need a tight end.
No, advice.
All right.
I just wanted to push that button.
All right.
didn't
You know,
have a
I do
reason
a
to.
pretty
Yeah,
good
no reason to there. But yes.
Matthew McConaughey.
I don't think you would
impression.
have
Did
to
you
get a
select
tight
somebody
end
for
yet?
Leroy? Sorry, I was distracted
I
on my
didn't
board.
yet, but now that I'm on Matthew McConaughey, it's gonna be a long night, y'all.
So did you say a tight end? Because that's what I heard.
Well, Leroy does have a nice end,
Oh my goodness!
quite tight. All right.
It's all that running he's been doing.
I'm gonna have to go with what are we doing here?
Oh no, it's your pick, Ryan.
I'm probably gonna go with the
Stalling.
I like Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram off the board. I think that's a pretty good
There's a
pick there.
tight end run where it
Because
starts.
you know that Daniel Jones kid, he's a keeper.
All right, so that's going to put Chris
All
on the
right.
clock. So I will select for Chris.
Bro,
It'll
we
be
have
his
that for that. but
Last pick of
Sorry.
honestly, I would say just throw that away.
it. We have Chris, the human sound. Exactly. So for Chris, he doesn't have a tight end yet, but I don't like the run that we're on, so I wouldn't take a tight end for you.
Thank you.
I think you need a wide receiver here because AJ Green's not going to play those first few weeks. And I think that Mike Evans is a great pick right here.
Or Williams.
Mike Williams.
I wish
Mike
I had
Evans
Mike
would be a
Evans.
fantastic
Yeah,
pick. here.
phenomenal pick in the
But
sixth
Mike
round.
Williams from the Chargers is still available, so you will take Mike Evans.
He's a touchdown machine. Big time target there.
All right, and then that's going to put Joe on the clock. So who do you got, Chris?
I'm looking at best available right now. Shoot. I do like James White. Is Calvin Ridley really going to put it all together on a consistent basis?
No.
Melvin Gordon is falling in this draft, just so everyone's aware. He's been at the top of our board for a long time. He's the 38th ranked here, and we're in the 50s. So.
I'm going Duke Johnson.
Duke Johnson, all right.
I think he's going the upside because Phillip Lindsay said, but Duke Johnson is the back in Houston.
He's probably a good flex play there for him. All right, and that's going to put now Tim's
doctor.
on the clock, which is my pick. I think you need some running back depth here, so let me flip over to the running backs. They are gross.
Yes, they are right now.
Melvin Gordon, James White, Lamar Miller, who's injured and no one will pick, hopefully. Just a public service announcement. He tore his ACL. Darius Geis,
Wait, who
who's
did?
coming back from a torn ACL. I'm going to take Latavius Murray here. I think Latavius Murray is
Over
very
James
underrated.
White.
Yeah, James White. So you heard my Sony Michel love a little earlier. I think James White's role is going to get dramatically reduced this year. He's a good safe pick. I just think Latavius has been underrated, and he's going to take on that Mark Ingram role, and I don't think he's that much worse than Mark Ingram. So you could definitely get yourself a running back too here. So I'm going Latavius Murray. For Tim. Hope you like it, Tim.
I think he is a Latavius fan, from what I remember. I don't know though for sure.
Yes, we know all your
Tim's
secrets.
gonna watch this and just be like, Ryan,
All right, so
thinks he
Ryan is
knows
on the
me.
board, which means Chris is selecting.
And he is going to go with, I was going to say, Melvin Gordon. No, he's going to go Calvin Ridley. Calvin's been sitting there. He's going to go Calvin
That's
Ridley.
not a bad kit pick.
Yeah.
He's been falling down the draft board here. All right, and then David's on the clock here. And if I'm being completely honest, I would probably at this point take Melvin Gordon. I think his value is such in the 6th round here that if he comes back, you're getting an instant running back 1. But he's got Zeke. So for David, I will not take him.
Okay.
I think that, yeah, you could go pretty much any way here with David's team. He's got 3 running backs. Zeke's hurt, or on the not suspended, not hurt, but holding out.
His feelings are hurt.
So I really want to keep bolstering that running back spot. And they're so gross down here.
This is where you start reaching. So when you have your tier system,
you really have
doing
to
your
reach for
homework.
these. So I'm
Picking
gonna
guys you
say
like.
Tariq Cohen for
Okay.
for David. I think he's a guy that's gonna have standalone value. I talked to Montgomery earlier, but the way that Nagy wants to use this guy, he's gonna kind of be like the Tyreek Hill of his offense. He's gonna line him up in the slot. He'll be on the field a lot. So I think he's a great pick.
Sheer volume there. Now, Commish, you got as Ryan picks your next pick, you have a glaring hole at the RB2 spot.
Yeah, I do. And he's
you've been left
drafted
with
in a way that I
grossness.
never would leave myself that scared on my RB2, but we'll see tomorrow what I do. So right now I've got Julio, Dalvin Cook, Amari Cooper, T.Y. Hilton, O.J. Howard. Ryan, please give me a running back.
I have faith in
This
Dalvin.
is no way how
You have a lot of faith to somehow fill 2 spots.
You know what?
in
I
there.
just
No
heard
way
a
that Sean
rumor
would
that
draft this
Melvin
way.
Gordon might come back. So
All right, I don't mind it. I think if you're
worth the reach there.
if you're looking at a team,
since we're just farting around here,
We're not really trying to fart around, but yeah.
Melvin Gordon.
I don't mind it. I think that if I was that desperate for my
Either Melvin or a rookie, you know.
yep,
So
you don't like rookies, so
I don't like rookie. I do like rookie running backs. Everything else is a little suspect, as the experts say. Wink.
All right, so for Phil, man, this is one of my. I think this player is going to bust out and have a great year.
okay.
Bust out's kind of a bad word. He's a bust, but no, this guy's going to come out
Breakout,
of
that's
nowhere.
the word you're looking
Breakout.
for.
Going Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson.
Okay, I like it. I think he's
Out of the
he's got
Jets.
an opportunity.
It's
to
all on
definitely-
Sam Darnold
Definitely take a leap here.
and Adam Gase offense.
Yeah, Adam Gase. We love that guy, right, Ryan?
All right, so I got Daniel here.
Yep. Daniel's
Hoo-wee.
last pick for this mock.
Daniel.
The way you say that.
One more turtle drop here.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
Tidewater Turtles is on the clock.
I am going with D.D. Westbrook.
Oh, he's a good pick.
He's a great value here mid round. Someone's got to catch the balls in Jacksonville. I think he's the guy.
Yep, he had a good rapport. I watched the Dolphins game, which is the 3rd preseason game, and he was just Nick Foles had goggles for
Yeah.
D.D. Westbrook. He just kept throwing the ball to him.
He
So,
that's my secret. I do like him. So there you go, guys. If you listen,
I'm
he's
being
somebody I'm
vulnerable.
waiting.
Protect
I am-
my
yes.
knowledge.
Yes.
Don't hurt me.
Dude, I
like
want
D.D.
Tom.
Westbrook.
I want Andy's team.
You on Andy's team. All right, so Ryan, I'm sorry,
I'm definitely going with Drew Brees.
Drew Brees.
They
Drew
got robbed of
Brees.
the Super Bowl last year. They're doing it this year.
All right.
And then we're ending with the captain.
All righty. Captain Morgan. I get the honors of the last pick. I got the first pick and I get the last pick.
There
So
you
Morgan,
go.
you are looking at Odell Beckham and Cooper Kupp as your wide receivers, Kerryon Johnson and Mark Ingram as your running backs, and Zach Ertz as your tight end. I am feeling a little more scared about your running backs, so I would go with a running back here. I'm going to actually reach a little bit here, and I think that Matt Breida is a good shot in the dark at this point of the draft.
It's him or Tevin Coleman, and we're
Yep.
not quite sure what the workload
So
is.
I think it's more likely that it's Tevin Coleman. If Tevin Coleman was on the board right now, I would take Tevin Coleman. But he's not, and I
Because
think
I picked him.
you did.
I am smart.
Yes.
So that completes our 6th round mock draft. Hopefully, you guys are probably watching this saying like, "Oh no, I would never have done that."
Guys,
Just
I
like
gave
Sean
away
saying to
way
Ryan.
too much information.
Yeah, and for those of you that aren't in our league, I'm sorry this was so boring. But if you have any questions,
they're not watching, dude.
they're not watching.
This is all local league here.
Not even them.
So don't steal our players.
They're not watching. It's okay.
They're
It's
not
just
watching
us.
either.
No.
It's just
It's
us.
just for our own mock here.
Yeah.
But
All right, guys. Well, just a
I'll
reminder.
post this mock up on
Yeah.
on the group chat. I'll probably put it up on Frenemies website even. You guys can take a look, see if you think that's. We're going to take credit for all your picks if you actually pick them.
Yeah, I'm printing
It's
this
kind of
out
the way I'm doing this.
and saying, "Boom! That's what I said."
So,
Right on tomorrow night.
all right. Well, thanks for listening, guys.
Deuces.
Bye.